Hello and welcome back. This is day 136 of streaming every single day. Today I'll be working on my JP alt again. I was glad to be able to take a break from doing some FC events, so today we're going to be working on our JP alt. Since I did end up getting a transfer on the other character that I had started on JP originally, that has all the events and stuff, I did get her transferred here, but there's a slight problem. Since she already had the buff before, and it fell off, and I didn't get to really use the buff at all back then, because, you know, I wasn't very set on playing a JP character at the time, I lost the buff, and I can't get the buff back, no matter, like, what I do. So, when I had made this character over here, I think my first JP alt stream was on Saku, possibly? But then, I went on this character for the second one. And since then I've been using this character. And I think I will continue to use this character as my main JP character just because of the buff and everything. So yeah, I'm looking forward to this. I want to speed through ARR because the rest of our members who came over with us are already level 50 plus on several characters already. Or several classes, I should say, not characters. And I'm like, oh my goodness. So I gotta catch up. I've been trying to do, like, leveling the professions and stuff, thinking maybe it'll help with gear. But it's true that if we just keep, like, running the duties and stuff, we can also get to the same point with our gear. Not too big of a deal right now, but, like, for in-game stuff, I would like to be the crafter here. Oh yeah, and we also realized something really funny. Some of our members were trying to, they were trying to queue for, Labyrinth of the Ancients, and one of them was able to queue twice in the time that one of them was able to, well, weren't even able to queue. It took like over like 80 minutes or something, and waiting in queue, and it still didn't work. And I remembered this. So, this should help our queues too. Before, this queue used to say like over 10-15 minutes, now it says 5 minutes, or less than 5 minutes. That's insane, guys. If you're playing on the JP servers, please make sure you turn on at least the JP one. Because it's going to try to pair you with other English speakers that have English on their account listed. Which is not exactly ideal if you're trying to queue, whether it's on prime time or not, actually. Because I was on during prime time and my queues were still over 10 minutes. So now it makes sense. They had to have English checked on theirs to get in with me. And I had to have English on mine to get in with them. So, yeah, please check that if you guys ever play on JP or another server that's not native to your language. Also, hello Sanic, how are you today? Oh yeah, I guess the benefit of pairing with, depending on the languages that you speak, is exactly that. whether you'll be able to understand them or not. For me, I am kind of learning Japanese, so it's... I do understand a little bit, but it's not too crazy yet. I am practicing, though. At least for me, I can read what people are saying, for the most part. If it's in kanji, then no, but I can read in, I believe it was called hiragana? I gotta work more on that, though. I've been learning a little bit here and there, especially with my other tune being in Novice Network here. Some people will speak in Japanese, and I'll get to just try to sound it out, what they're writing. And I actually understand, I have a decent understanding of what they're saying, as long as I understand what they're saying. Like, as long as I can read it, meaning, then I can understand. There are some terms I'm unfamiliar with, but some of the general terms I can understand, like the one I was talking about the other day. Yeah, that's really cool, though. I remember with Korean, I kind of did the opposite, where I just learned, well, I guess it's because I wasn't intentionally learning Japanese for the longest time. I tried years ago to learn starting off with the alphabet, and it didn't exactly work out very well because there's so many characters. It was too much for my brain to handle back then. But then around like 6 years ago, I picked up Korean, learned the alphabet so I could read and write in it. The problem for me with Korean is there are a lot of words I don't understand still. That's why I'm just so lucky that like half the words that you do see these days are usually just English written in Korean letters. So that has saved me a ton with some of that stuff. And I do understand some basic words in Korean, but it's more so like I'll understand like the informal words, which is similar to Japanese right now for me. Where I just like understand some informal words that people use mostly in songs or K-dramas for Korean. But the thing about that is I can read anything, whether I understand it or not, like what they're saying. I can still read and sound it out and stuff. But with Japanese, I actually have, I don't know if it's more of an understanding or an equal amount. It could be a little bit less even, actually, because I did learn a lot of Korean words. I think they just kind of fell off. Because it's been a few years since I, really just tried to learn Korean again, so... At one point I kind of just dropped language altogether and just kind of focused on building up other parts of my life, so... But yeah, then I realized one day that I was starting to pick up on Japanese from watching so many animes in Japanese, and I wonder if the Final Fantasies helped too. I'm not sure. But I know that when I was watching some anime, even just a few months ago, I was like, maybe I'll pick up Japanese again, because I know I tried it way before I got into Korean. And I just couldn't do it, so I was like, maybe I'll give it a shot, because it's actually, like, sticking. So now when I hear people say certain things in English, my brain will automatically somehow subconsciously pull up the Japanese word, and I'll hear it even in, like, the way they'd say it, too. It's actually really cool, but also kind of interesting. I feel like for Korean, I really had to, like, beat it into my head to remember. Like, I'd have to be like, I'd have to memorize words every so often, like bed, chimde. Sorry, my pronunciation kind of stinks, but, chimde? Bed? Like, I'd have to repeat it several times a day, or whenever I saw the item, I'd have to just be like, that's this! So, I mean, I still remember a good chunk of Korean words. It's not like I lost all of it, but I would have to, like, study up on it again if I wanted to just probably teach that language, or what I know of it, rather. Definitely not confident to teach, like, the whole language, but I definitely can read and write in it, so that makes it easier for singing. Pronunciation is easier if I have, like, a full-on sentence to read, but it's also a little bit hard, I'd say, because like I'm not very not as familiar with it anymore. But I have been trying to sing Korean songs again, so that's been fun. Especially because even if I don't know what they're saying, I can still read it. Like the lyrics and stuff. Like it's way easier to read along. I thought like back then I actually couldn't read very fast. My what's it called? It's like there's a word for it. Like the recognition of reading the words, how fast it gets to your brain before you understand what it is that you're looking at. It was just very slow for Korean. Reading comprehension. Sorry, that took a while to remember. Yeah, my comprehension in Korean Hangul was very poor. So even though like I would sing Korean songs and stuff, I was only reading the Romanji or Romanized version. Romaji is what the Japanese call the Romanized version. It's very interesting. Anyways, I could probably go on and on and on about language stuff. Glad we finally got our queue, and I say finally, but like this would have been way longer if I didn't have the Japanese checked. I wish I remembered it sooner, because that would have helped all of us. Oh yeah, and the reason the other person kept getting taken for the Alliance raid though was because they had all the languages checked. So the other person's just like, wait, why am I not being pulled in there with you? They're like, this makes no sense. Because they were queuing separately too, because they realized one of them had like a better queue time. Yeah, it made so much more sense. Why did someone pull out of the duty? Okay, there we go. But yeah, I'm really excited to learn Japanese. It's been a interesting time. I thought I wouldn't learn it, but it's a really pretty language, so. And playing a Japanese game, it's pretty cool. Kind of honor the origins of it and everything. I don't have the thing! I would go and grab the key, but I don't know if that's custom here to just... You grab it now. Just didn't want there to be too many enemies when I grabbed it. Ah! Focused on the maidservant. What's funny is I could have waited to use my stun there before she used it, but I used it before. Not sure if that was a good or a bad thing. Oh, you know what? I wonder if they wanted me to open the door beforehand. Wait, are they wearing the prince shirt? They are! Oh my gosh. See proof that looks nice on female characters. It looks so nice. They didn't get the wax, but that's alright. I don't expect people to do that. Just needs to do that eye thing he does. But you don't actually have to look away, you just need to get out of it. For this one. As weird as it is. Wait, I thought you didn't get Gil for killing mobs. I thought they made it so it's only bosses. Why am I getting Gil per kill of enemies? Did they not remove that years ago? Back in Endwalker? I'm confused. It's not much, but I thought they removed that. Oh. Oh, wait, did they interject that one? Okay, so I was right. These would do more. Hey. Really love her weapon too. Is that from Thornton? The Thornton X weapon? I don't know if we needed that one or not. Yeah, wait, why are we getting killed for the enemies? Oh no, I hit it twice. That's what happens when you have some interesting latency. Or rather, too quick. I have to remember that I only pressed it once. That guy knew you could just grab it. Well, actually, it was still likely that one of them probably would have pulled. Very nice. Forgot I have Legacy on. See their attack order. Be really careful trying to spam that move. That's insane. You can interrupt those. What the? What were they about to cast? Was it about to cast something that was like gonna up its damage or something? They might be on controller. Oh, realized I couldn't use my trick attack. Please skip, please skip. Please, 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 please. We are burning her, oh my goodness. I wonder what would happen if I had buff food. I feel weird that I don't have my, that move though. Fortunately, I can't stun that one. Remember this one where you still have to, like, turn out the lamps or something? Or the ads kept spawning? This one changed pretty early on, for like an Endwalker, or in late Shadowrings? Oh, great. That was fun. It's funny how content does feel smoother over here. You could tell like they were thinking about getting the... I feel like they were possibly thinking about the fine wax, but... Oh, not that it's a problem though, I just thought it was funny. I just thought about that, I'm like, oh yeah, no, that's not a problem. Yeah, actually, I was going to go back and get it, but eh. You can, well, actually, as a bard you can do it, but I don't know if you can, another class. Probably a healer. Tank, maybe. Most likely. If you could do it on a bard, you could probably do it on a tank. 'Cause I've done it on a bard before where no one got that, so I had to go back, get a few different keys. It wasn't just one key I needed like 2 keys, because I needed to get to that room again. Yeah, it was interesting. Wait, Ophelia. Oh, just used the... No, I'm just gonna pull that out here. Better yet. Actually, I need to make sure it's not on a hotbar that I can click. Like that. There we go. Love the way that they made the hour tails so, like, interactive. Depending on what weapon you're holding, it will sway differently. And whether you're running or sprinting. I think walking it's a little bit different too. Yeah, it is. I just really like that. Even when in different C poses, your tail will sway a little bit differently. Oh. Let me do this on 28. That's item level. I could do that on Arcanist. Yeah, I'll need that. Oh. So question, can I just do the alliance raids of ARR, like, can I just do them right away? When I hit 50? Or do I have to be done with the base ARR before I do that? So I know the quests right before Heaven's Ward you can't finish until you do, or the starting quest to Heaven's Ward rather, you can't do unless you finish the ARR Alliance raids. However, I mean, like, can I just go, or do I have to complete, like, Port of Decumana and stuff? Because, like, otherwise I'd be focusing down my, what's it called? Through the MSQ. My ninja. Also, I should probably deal with that bag space. But, it's too late, I already teleported. I would have stopped it, but I think I would have struggled to stop that teleport at that point. Oh no, guys, I know what quest is coming up. You know, I should have done my culinarian. Like, I did everything but culinarian, essentially. Yeah. I wanted everything to be 22, but I didn't work on botanist, armor, alchemist, or culinarian. I should have done culinarian, though, so I can have buff food leveling up. Almost forgot my carbon pool. I actually like this outfit, even though it's not meant to be an outfit. Did I have any? Oh, I don't have a I really need to do it with that bag space, though. Like, I shouldn't have full slots on the retainer yet. hard not to overkill with summoner. Like, I'll have tons of moves left off after that it's really, like, unsatisfying to play because of that. But hey, that just means it does a lot of damage, so that's good. At least in lower level content. I'm not sure it's DPS as it gets higher up, but it seemed pretty good to me. Being able to defeat these things really quickly. I know I'd had like garbage gear on my ninja for a really long time on this character, but... Wait for this little thing to go down up here. No, I wish I could change where that is. Where can I move the character plates? Wait, you're telling me I would have kept on my cooldowns? I should have just left it the way it was. Just stun me. Okay, do I have the thing? Where's my thing that cures paralysis? I don't have it on me right now. Oh well. That's great. That's not too big a deal though. I should have been able to blast it, but I was looking for the potion. Okay. Coast del Sol, come on. Also, isn't that guy still in the MSQ, like, later on? I don't remember. Rio, Elfin Fable, and Rio, how are you guys today? I had probably like one of the best Take Mana runs. Doing okay, eating at the moment. Nice, nice. See, this is why I got that teleport earlier, guys. I didn't have to come all the way back later to walk. Then again, I knew I would probably be around the level 40 for that part. Doing alright, how about you? That's good, glad to hear it. I'm doing alright, thanks for asking. I actually want to do some art off stream after this, so I don't know. So because of that, I was planning on... Oh, this will help me. I was planning on keeping the stream a little bit shorter today, so I can do that after. As the event contest ends within the next few days. I believe it's the next 2 days? You know, I'm just gonna, like, stuff all these in here. This one too. These can go in there too. Okay, that should solve our bag space issue for now. It's nice not having a full saddlebag, and I didn't even think about that. I actually misclicked, thinking it was gonna be the armory. Give me a moment. I'm gonna go mute for a little bit, but yeah, if anyone needs anything, just let me know. I'll be able to see chat, and I can mute. I was making sure to take my food bites. Wink wink. For those of you who get that. Yay. Oh my gosh. Having a little bit of grapefruit. It tastes nice. Thank you, Rio, for that. I think last time I didn't do enough sugar. Because this is like a light year's difference. Also, you know what? I'm gonna do this. I feel like I'm on grapefruit juice now. Oh nice, not a donut. Oh. Yeah, no, that was just one time, okay? That was one time. I just needed to finish the last donut we had. It was a frozen one. It was one you thaw out. Because it was what was it? Hazelnut... A Portuguese hazelnut donut or something? It was really good, but... That last one had been left for a while in the freezer. So I just had to finish it. Oh, I have to go back. What do you mean, ew, hazelnut? It was so good. Hazelnut chocolate. So it was pretty much Nutella. Which I think you also don't like, but whatever. It was good to me, that's what matters. I need to try that again. Yeah, right? Oh, wait, weren't you... Oh, no. I thought you had a reaction to the hazelnut butter, Rio. The more I hear, the worse it gets. Wow! Wow, Sanic, can't believe you. SMH. It's not bad. Oh, is this Brayflox long stop? Yep. And here we go. Five minutes. Come on, let's go. Let's go. It's probably be about 7 minutes, but it's crazy. Oh, I'm so happy to see that though. Oh, I'm so happy to see that. It would say way longer that it would take. Let me see if I have anything more. It didn't give me another coffer, so I'm just gonna... Yeah, I've been choosing the money for everything this time around. You know what? I can go make a quick stop to the shared estate, Pens and Got, and then I can put everything in my retainer. All the crafted stuff at least, and I can look through it later to see if any of my classes need it. It's typically the lower level stuff though. Thank you. Was Axel? Yes. Things that I'm likely not to use for a while. And I'm not going to pick up crafting for just a little bit, at least until I hit level 50. Because Heaven's Ward goes really fast. Sort, there we go. Well, that's all fish, okay. That works too. But I can do, like, all my gathering materials. I want to work in culinary next, so all these materials are things I wouldn't be using for culinary. But let me just say, this is just a hint, guys. This is a... oh no. This is a hint. I'm gonna need a culinarian for the idea that I have. Oh my gosh. gosh, can I do this any faster? Wish there was like a sort that I could say entrust all gathering materials. The retainer. You know, one thing I did like about WoW is that they had the reagent banks, where you could put like all your reagents, or as we would call in this game, like your crafting mats. Materials. Well, that's all cooking stuff right there. I probably would need that stuff. Let me take that back. I need this stuff. I need that too. No, I think I might need that actually. Okay, fish, we will need some of that. I think these are mostly from ocean fishing though, so I won't need those. Might need that. Up to level 39 though. Yeah, lavender oil. Cargo mint. Yep, I will need some of this stuff. Okay. Cool, cool. Now our bags are not filled, but our retainers are. Oh, I did have food, but it wasn't exactly for what I need, so that's fair. This is our little hub for now. One of our FC members from the other server got. I appreciate that we have like a little hub to stay in. While we don't have an FC house here. I will give a hint that we do have an FC though. Can't say what though, or what we're doing with it. It's a secret. Mm-hmm. You know, I'm actually surprised. Like, I feel like DPS wait timers are worse on Sarge, almost. I think the last one took about 8 minutes before it popped. This tree is really bright, what in the... Oh yeah, that's what I was saying last time. So, when I was talking about learning languages and stuff, one of my, motivations behind it was because the music is very pretty. I like hearing, Japanese music. I wanted to sing Japanese songs ever since I was a kid, because, like, I, grew up with some of the Vocaloid stuff, and I was like, wow, I really like this stuff. But then, at that point, since I was so young, I didn't understand, like, how the words worked. So essentially, I just, like, it was like I was making up my own language at that point, because I thought I was singing it when I was... Oh my gosh, it's so embarrassing to talk about, but... At the same time, it's funny. Because now my favorite thing is actually knowing the lyrics that I'm singing. I feel like it just makes songs feel like so much more meaningful when you understand not only the lyrics in the context of the language that you're learning it in, but also just being able to sing it the same way that other people have been able to. Meaning, like, rather than translating the song into English and singing in English, I'd rather sing it in the original language that the song was sung. I feel like it's fun for me too. It's like a fun challenge. Hey, it popped. Was that about 8 minutes? I didn't see the timer. Last I checked, it was like at 5:43 in the timer. I'm not gonna watch the cutscene though. To Lalafell! I really love what they're wearing too. It's very pretty. Oh no, it's gonna die first, it's gonna die first! Oh. Oh, there we go. Like 4 uses out of that one. I need to check next time the number comes up. Next 4 seconds. It doesn't tell me yet. So there's only 2 uses of that one. 4 uses of this one. Four uses of this one, okay. Yeah, I don't know if everyone wants me opening the chests. That's a good point. Can we just run past that? Can we literally just... Oh, it's just they'll pick it up. Okay, that's interesting. You don't have to help that thing at all? Also, I didn't realize I wasn't casting. Oh, I missed it. I could have had an extra 15 seconds right there. He uses the fire move. Use addle. I'm not used to saying addle anymore. Oh, please don't choose me. Also doesn't do that anymore. was supposed to swift past that one. How long do you have after this bar goes down before you can click all these? Like, does it go away after? I don't see any timer right now. So really just until I use them though? So I'm really not familiar with how Summoner works now. They changed it a lot since I played. Besides that, I had never even done my quests, so the summoner I liked was a summoner that I could play without all the other moves. It was, interesting. I probably did horrible DPS. Not like I ever did anything other than casual content with it, but... 'cause I was actually a Scholar main before, but that doesn't mean I was a summoner main. So essentially I had all my job quests on Scholar, but then I had nothing on Summoner. It's also a cool weapon. What's that one from? Is it from... I was casting already. I'm trying to remember. Looks like the same thing that my... It's not Sayri, right? It's almost like... Not Ravana. Like, what's the first guy that you meet in Stormblood? The first trial? The water guy? The one you can duo it, but it has to be duo. Because you need one person to be on the sword, killing the sword, and you have to have one person, like, parrying the sword, too. Someone has to be parrying it, someone has to be attacking it. Forgot what that one was called. Oh no. Do you not get bubbled anymore in this fight? That's interesting. Oh. I did not realize that it was... I attacked it too early, that's my fault. Actually, what is that one? Oh, it stinks you can't dye it. Out of that timing for the Admiral. Glad no one was around me for that part. I always liked the idea of baiting away from everyone for just normal mechanics, so I don't have to deal with them. If I had Feint, I'd probably use that here, but I don't have it. Or Adol, of course. Oh no, I'm stupid, I moved. That's it. I don't know. I remember when this dungeon was a little harder. Does it mean I hit 40? Lava? Oh, I did not realize how tired I'm getting. Not for anything specific, but I am just didn't get a lot of sleep overall. Okay, back again. Forgot that you have to walk all the way back here, because I thought, like, no matter where you queued, I thought it would always put you back at your MSQ spot. I guess not. Also, I love the writing on the, posts. Catcher goalie... Catcher goalie what? Docks. Oh. There's still this, like, book housing item that I wanted to try to translate. Because it's written in Eorzean text, but then it's actually, like, what it's saying, though it's written in Eorzean text, it's actually, like, Dravanian, or as they would call it, the dragon language in this game. So if you know how to speak Dravanian, please let me know. I'd like to work with someone who speaks Dravanian so I can help translate this book. Must know what it says because it talks about the Void Gate. At least that's what it seems like. back in Endwalker, I thought that it was the key to understanding how we could get back to the 13th. Or just world travel in general. Because it was before the whole Atmos thing happened in Endwalker. I have a lot of theories about this game. Oh, I'm gonna teleport. What in the... Also, I only recommend choosing only the money for all these quest rewards if you have the leveling buff, or if you are confident your gear is going to be okay. Because for me, it's just because of the leveling that I'm out leveling the stuff that I'm fighting that I'm okay doing it. Otherwise, I've had problems doing it before. Like just choosing the money. Your chocobo gets a little bit easier, but in the early levels, it doesn't feel good when you don't have gear. Like, that's why my ninja hasn't been able to defeat a lot of the stuff that it should be able to defeat as quick. It's because my item level really stinks. Compared to my Arcanist, who actually did most of the dungeons, I actually used Ninja to do, like, some of the side quests. And the stuff outside of duties. But then I used Arcanist to do the duties themselves. So I was getting a lot of rolls for Arcanist. But then I wasn't getting any rolls for, Ninja. Hmm. Yeah, so the plan is that I'm going to level this character to at least 50 to the Alliance raids, get to Heaven's Ward, and I'm probably going to get further than that too on this character, just running through everything, and then we are going to... Where's this person? There. Wish this was actually like a vendor you could buy from. That'd be cool. Like a special vendor of some sort. Yeah, right. After I get to 50 though, I want to, or after I get higher up in general, I want to go back to Saku for a bit just to get her class up more. I at least want to use this preferred world bonus on Axel. Because like I was saying at the beginning of this, that the stream, that Saku's buff fell off a long time ago. And I definitely didn't want that to happen to this one. But the other one does have cool mods, so... That is why I would typically be playing on the character that has all those things. I got some of the events as they were coming out. So I have Bouquet, Love Heart, I have the Halloween outfit from last year, which isn't even on the log station yet, I think, until this Halloween. Or All Saints Wake, I should say. And then I have the Little Ladies Day outfit that just came out this year. I have the Christmas outfit from last year. The most recent Christmas stuff, which would be a Chocobo Barding, and... Oh, I was gonna say I could show you, but no, it's on the other character, right? Sorry if you guys hear woofing in the background. Alright, and a single... They call it Kindersnitch cup? It's like an apple cider in a cup or something. And then, yeah, the apple cider barding And I have the music. The music is a big one, because then I could play that in our FC house. I have more too, I just can't remember it all. But yeah, it was enough for me to be like, yeah, I'd probably want to transfer that character. I just don't want her to be like an unused character that just sits on the server. On Gungnir, that's where she was. But what's funny is, like, I had a character on Kujata a while back, and I think that one was also a female aura, but that one got deleted pretty quickly from whenever I made it. But then I realized I wasn't really set on playing over here yet at the time. I actually didn't think I'd come back to play on the server again, but 'cause I never made it far whenever I did. It was mostly just like a test character where I just like run around, do first few quests, and then just log out kind of thing. So I'm actually glad to be playing over here. But I probably wouldn't have attempted this if I wasn't already learning some Japanese beforehand. Hey wait, that's the weird thing that's on the beach in Adventure Plate thing. Teleport again. Crazy how much MSQ gives you money. I think I'm about to get disconnected. Please, no DDoS! Don't DDoS me. I can't teleport. That's gonna be a DDoS. It's probably gonna spawn me way back, like, over here or something. Unless, wait. Did I just click no? I think I might have clicked no. That's probably what it was. Well, I came here manually anyways. I think I was probably misreading it as the... Would you like to use the token? Oh my gosh. Yeah, I wouldn't be able to do this if I was being DDoSed. I would have already been kicked out, like, a full minute ago or something. I would just simply put my tokens in my saddlebag, but since I'm actually using them sometimes, I'm not gonna go through the effort of doing that. Unless I, like, set up the system thing. I know Stormblood gets up to teleports as high as, like, pretty pricey. Over 600, right? Probably over 700 or 800 gil. Traveling from ARR places to Stormblood. If you have no FC buff. Or a teleport buff, I mean, in general. Because you can get one, you can get another type of buff, but it's like... I think you can get a grade 3, but it's from doing your Grand Company stuff, and not everyone uses those. Grade 3 is better. Grade 3 is just really hard to get with FC. I wouldn't know how easy it is to get in your Grand Company, or from your Grand Company. But actually, grade 3 might only be from FC. What are you wrong about? I don't know what I just said. One thing I know for sure, though, is that, when speaking of grade 3... Yeah, that is what I did. Oh my gosh. When speaking of grade 3, at least, there is a way to do it with FC. Not sure about Grain Company like I was originally saying, but with FC, yes. It just takes a lot of extra work. Feels rewarding, but you can't like have it on as frequently as you think you can, because it takes like 7 days to charge on an ethereal wheel stand. So if you ever see those, that's what they're for. It's for charging FC buffs, and technically you can do the 1 and 2 raids too, but they're really not worth it when you could buy them at the Grain Company vendor for relatively cheap, depending on how many FC points you have. I feel like the FC points are they're worth less than all the other extra work it takes to make the ethereal wheels. It's like a cylindrical thing. Maybe we can find it, but I don't know. I think you can technically buy them on the market board too, so it can be costly if you do that way, but I think this means we're coming up to Titan. They had a kobold in their company of heroes. I'm not sure if I sold any of the Allegan money bags I got yet. But if I haven't, that'd be really cool to use them all at the Dome and Enclave. I didn't even know there was a waterfall there. What in the world? It's kind of funny though. This is up, isn't it? Isn't it? Yeah, it's up. Oh, wait. Where do I remember this guy from? Leo. Leo? What is his name? He looks familiar. Isn't he from the Rogue Quest? Well, that's pretty cool that they're right next to each other. Oh yeah, I remember like my theory before Dawn Trail came out was that we were gonna have some Mamulja because it'd been ever since like ARR Mamulja had been out, as you see right there. And I was like, we haven't had a Mamulja Beast Tribe yet. We have to have one some point. And sure enough, the Dawn Trail came out with that. I was so happy. I hope we do, we are getting a Mamulja Beast Tribe, yeah? Or Allied Society. Also, I have been through, 3 name changes for Beast Tribes. Or 2 name changes? It's been interesting. Wait, I can do this with support? I thought it was only for Titan. Huh. think possibly after the naval we might end stream. I might do some more off stream, but I don't want to fall asleep on stream. I'm getting a little bit close to that point. I'm more likely to do art though after because I have an FC event tomorrow and I'd like to get some of the art done beforehand. My submission is almost complete. I would definitely like to complete it sooner than later. It's been about an hour 30 of streaming now. Except I think the first 2 minutes were probably just the start of the stream. You know what? I just realized I'm on Arcanist for this. Should I go ninja? Wait, I'm an Arcanist. Wait, oh my gosh. Hang on. For one, I'm an Arcanist. For two, I'd rather be on my ninja. Oh, it looks so cute. Also, why do they care about the clipping on... Why do they care about the clipping on Vera? Like, just let it clip. Look at that. The horn clips with the hat. Did that stop them from implementing this hat? No, it didn't. Then again, I've heard some people saying that, that Vera hats are actually connected. It's actually connected with their hair and not the ears, but honestly, clipping's not that bad. There's clipping with my thumb with the metal right here, too. Like, there's clipping everywhere you see, pretty much. If they went to, like, manually make sure every little piece in this game matched up with every other piece in the game, they would have a lot of work to do. And that's why we have clipping issues. Because they have so many races, too. I think they definitely can't afford to just do that. It'd just take way too long doing that. So honestly, clipping is fine. I don't think anyone cares about it that much. Like, this is like a minor visual discrepancy. Meanwhile, people straight up can't wear hats at all. I think the worst of both of those is not being able to wear them at all. But we have to accept it for what it is. We'll get hats one day on Vera. One day. One day. I guess I probably should have said, we will, we will. Oh, my wait time is worse on a ninja than it is as an arcanist. That means there's more melees that queue than magic ranged. I mean, I could go on the other one, I guess. I'll wait at the time, I guess. It just means that whoever was a melee, or whoever was in the other queue with me, that was causing it to be 5 minutes, was a melee. So we're more likely to get in if I were an arcanist. Unless they just got into one and that's why it's the 6 minutes. I wish I knew how average wait time worked in this game. I'll just wait it out. You can see my tail clips with the shirt too. Chest piece clips with my tail, pretty bad. Not horrible, but. And look at the knives, like, there's so much clipping going on there. It doesn't have to be perfect. I mean, it would definitely look awkward if, like, there was something that messed up with the Vera hair that it, like, makes them bald underneath. That would be really cursed, I think. Especially for hats like corsages. That would be really cursed. So if it's something more major like that that they're dealing with, that makes a lot of sense. I just wish we had hats regardless. Like, I have opted for using corsages for my Vera characters at this point, because I just expect that they're not gonna get hats for a good while. Honestly, it could even be not next expansion, but like 9.0, like. Because 8.0 will be the next expansion. Man, that's already pretty far away. I know they'll be doing more major graphical updates in 8.0 too. Because the first categories that they were working on in Dawn Trail was like the lighting and the textures. If ever, huh? Yeah, right? Yeah, I think in Dawn Trail they were working on like the textures and lighting. The way that light affects things and whatnot. But then I think they said that the part 2 of all the other graphical updates are going to be in 8.0. So I wonder if people are going to have to get new PCs again. You know, with how Dawn Trail's going too, I wonder how 8.0 is going to look. I really hope they have like a really cool wrap-up to Dawn Trail. Even though we're still pretty far away from that. I still want to know what Beastmaster is going to be like. I'm really hyped for that one. Honestly, just thinking about Beastmaster makes me want to do Blue Mage right now. I still gotta get my the spells I need. Oh look, there's a tank thing here? Oh, they probably just got in when they came out. That's cool. New adventure right there. Or just watching the cutscenes. Well, yeah, the reason I sit back here is so I don't get, I don't aggro the kobolds. But, I remember a character that it still would pull, because they, like, they do come pretty close sometimes. Practically where that person is standing, but a little bit outside the bush a little bit, and they just look over this way. I think it more so matters what level I am, because I am over... How many levels over them? 8 levels over? The kobolds, I mean. Yeah, I think I'm 8 levels over the kobolds. So that definitely helps. But if you're around 33, 32, you're definitely pulling it at this distance, even. There we go. There's a pot. Oh, that person's in it too. I have no reason to watch the cutscene. Yep, that was them. Oh. Uh-oh. We don't have tank stance on, that's what happened. Oh, I wasted my time on that one. Guess I can't pre-prepare that one. I just gained a lot of energy with that move. Essentially I have to be careful about how much DPS I do while they don't have their tank stance. I would try to find it in the auto-translate because I did see it just the other day under tactics or something, but I think it'll be fine. Oh my gosh, why is it on me again? I do that way too late. They do understand that. Provoking. It's targeting me again! Oh my gosh. They got this, they got this. Nice spear. I was not expecting to pull aggro off like that. Yeah, because I was like waiting for them to attack the boss first, and I was like, wait, there's no way I just pulled it off before they got to it, right? No, it takes stance. That's what happened there. At least no one died. Means we're on the same part of MSQ. Before the stream reaches 2 hours, I think I'm gonna end it. I am starting to get very tired. I still want to eat something extra too before bed, so... And I did want to try to work on a little bit of art before I go. So yeah, I just wanted to say thank you guys so much for watching beforehand. I'll be with you guys again soon. We're coming close to the, I think we're at the middle point right now of ARR. Can't wait to see Kurthos, because then I know that we're pretty close. Oh, I think I know what's happening right now. Yep. I don't even know if that skip worked right there. It's Hisoka's sister! Oh, here's the Hisoka guy. No, no wonder I never saw him again. Here's a guy like, you have no business with me, and I'm like, what? You have no business with me, then go away. Okay. Oh, the rocks, yeah. This is all the way at Dry Bone. This place was so confusing to me at first, but there's actually like 3 ways you can get out. Hey, it's someone from Vixen. Well, that is not the right answer. Sid, wake up! Wake up! We need you to remember who you are. This one's a lot of running back and forth. As you can see. Thank you for stream. Take care. Thank you, Rio. Appreciate it. I'm just gonna finish up this quest if possible. The right person? Thank you, Elfin. Okay. I'd like to thank you all so much for watching. Really appreciate it. This was day 136 of streaming every single day. And I will see you guys in the next one. Have a great night, everyone. Take care. Later.